Hello, how you doing? My name is Julie and welcome to my channel. And in this video we're going to start making a market bag. So I'm going to use the peaches and cream. You might have seen my short video that talks about this. I'm also going to use the size H hook, which, hey, I have it upside down. Let's go. There you are, size H. It'd also be helpful to have 4 stitch markers. Okay, we're going to start out by making a chain of 33. Two, and that little bitty on the end is 33. Okay. From the second chain from the hook, we're going to make 3 single crochets. And with our first stitch marker, we're going to mark the second one. Now we're just going to do 1 single crochet in every chain until we get to the last chain. Okay, so we had our 3, we started out at the one end. Now we got 30 single crochets. Now we're at the last stitch. We're going to do 6 single crochets into this last one. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put a marker in the second one. 4, 5, and we're going to put another marker in that 5th one. And 6. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet along the other side, and I'm also going to tuck my tail in the process. So we're going to do 1 single crochet along the other side of the foundation chain. And I'm tucking my tail in as I go. I finished up my 30 single crochet from the beginning, and now we are back to where we put 3 single crochet in our first stitch. We're going to put another 3 single crochets to that final stitch, and it's like, oh, we have a hole on the end. So if you got that like I do, I might sew that up later. Okay, but we're also, now I'm going to put a marker in that second grouping of 3 single crochets. We're going to do 3 more rounds of single crochet around, and I'm not going to join, I'm going to work continuously. So we're going to do 1 single crochet in our next stitch, and then we are at a marker. And when you get to a stitch that has a marker, do 3 single crochets, and put our marker back into the second of the third grouping. We're going to do 1 single crochet in every single crochet around. All right, we are approaching our next marker. Now we're going to do 3 single crochet where our marker was. Put our marker in the second single crochet in that grouping. Do another single crochet in each one, and then we are approaching our next marker. Then we're going to put 3 single crochets in that stitch. Put our marker back in the second. Single crochet from that group. We're going to do 1 single crochet in every single crochet. Down the other side. Okay, we are approaching our 4th and last stitch marker. We're going to do 3 in that stitch. Again, we're marking the second one in the grouping. And we have reached the end of that round. Now we're going to repeat that. We're going to repeat what we just did 2 more times. Okay, I have finished up my last increase row, and I'm going to do 1 more row of single crochet even around, and I'm going to meet up back at the first increase of the round. So we're not doing any more increases, we're just doing 1 row of single crochet even around. Okay, I have finished up a row of the straight single crochets, and now we're going to move on to our pattern for our bag. So we probably don't need stitch markers anymore at this point. Okay, I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch because we are done working in continuous rounds. We are going to chain 4, and we're going to do a double crochet back in the same stitch. That is like our beginning V-stitch. We're going to skip 2 stitches, and the next one we're going to do another V-stitch, which will be a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet all in the same stitch. Again, we're going to skip 2 single crochets, and in the next one we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. You're going to repeat that all the way around the base of our market bag, and I will get back with you when I get to the end. Okay, I've done my last V-stitch. You should have about 32 of these V-stitches. I'm done. I'm going to skip these last 2 and join up. Right, anytime now. Oh, well, if you do hear fireworks in the background, I am recording this on our Independence Day or July 4th. So if you hear anything in the background like that, that is why. So anyway, I have now just joined with our first V-stitch. We're going to slip stitch into that chain 1 space. We're going to chain 3, which is going to count as a double crochet, and do 2 more double crochet into our V-stitch. And in our next V-stitch, we're going to do 3 double crochets. And we're going to do this in each V-stitch around. And in each V-stitch around, we're just going to do 3 double crochets. All right, I'm going to do 3 double crochets into each V-stitch around, and I'll meet up with you when I get back to the end of this row. All right. Okay, I've done my last 3 double crochets in our last V-stitch. Now what we're going to do is slip stitch. And we're going to slip stitch into our next double crochets. And then we're going to slip stitch in between the last double crochet in our chain 3 double crochet group, and the next 3 double crochet groups. We're going to slip stitch in between there. Between, if you can see, we slip stitched in between our 3 double crochet groups. We're going to chain 4. And double crochet again in between our 3 double crochet groups. What we're going to do next is our V-stitch in between the last and the first double crochet of our 3 double crochet groups. So that's a chain 1, that's a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet to make that V-stitch. Then we're going to skip these 3 double crochets, and in between the third one and the first one of the next 3 double crochet group, we're going to do another V-stitch, which is again double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. So I'm going to do that around, do a V-stitch in between our 3 double crochet groups. I'm going to do that around, and I will meet up with you when I get to the end of the round. Okay, I have done my last V-stitch of the round, and just like before, we're going to slip stitch to join. And now, like before, I'm going to chain 3, which counts as our double crochet, and do 2 more double crochet in that round. And I go in, and we're going to do 3 double crochets in our V-stitch. I think I just showed you all the rounds we're going to need to repeat. Alright, so you're going to repeat the last round, which is the V-stitch, between the 3 double crochet groups, and then you do 3 double crochet in each V-stitch. You're going to repeat those rows until you get the height you want for your bag. Okay, so there you go. I will meet up with you when I have this bag as tall as I want it. I will let you know about how many inches or centimeters that will be. All right, I've gotten this the length that I want this. That is about 22 rows. What we're just simply going to do now is obviously we're going to join, chain 1, and we're just going to do a single crochet in every single stitch around. So I will do my single crochet and get back with you when I'm done with this row. Okay, I have reached the end of my row. You might have noticed I had some stitch markers put in. Now it's time to figure out our handle. So I might have already told you early on, you have groups of 32. So I counted the grouping at the very end of our bag and went in 6. So this is our 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our 6th one grouping. I'm going to skip, actually I'm going to skip 6 of them. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. That's about a handle. I should have 10. I counted 10 groupings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is where it's going to start the handle on the other side. And I had marked it. Then we're going to skip 10 and then have 10 groupings that we're going to single crochet on. Okay, so let us start our handle. It just happened to work out that I am lined up where I want to start my handle. So if you want to know, if you want to make it as long as I did 22 rows. So we are going to start our handle. So I think I'm just going to do a single crochet in our first stitch, kind of like we're going to work in continuous rounds. And I'm going to chain about 30. Notice I said about. Five, 6, 7, 8. All right, 30 does look about where I want it. So again, this was the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna go back so you can see on camera. That was our first grouping. So we're gonna skip 6 of them. So that's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, count again because I can't count. 1, 2, This is our 6th one. And if we look at our grouping, I actually had put the single crochet on the first stitch of our group back here. Now over here, I'm gonna look where the single crochet is for my last one. I'm gonna do a single crochet in that stitch, and then I should have our first single crochet on our first. So I apologize, I can't see it. Our 6th grouping, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the single crochet on the last, lining up with the last double crochet of our 6th group for my handle. And now we're going to single crochet over our next 10, or we're going to do 30. The next, we're going to do a single crochet in about the next 30. We will make sure that it's going to be 30. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, 10, 6, 8, look at that, 30, 9, 30. Now we're about to start the handle on the other side. So we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch and then chain 30 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And we're going to count 6. So this was our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's our 6th one. And then we're going to find the stitch that correlates with the last double crochet, and I'm going to put a single crochet there, and single crochet in remaining stitches, which should be 30. 2. We're back at the beginning. So pretty much all we're going to do more at this point is pretty much do a single crochet in every stitch. And I'll probably do that for about 2 rounds. I think that is enough. So pretty much what I am going to do is that I use slip stitch in the next stitch and you finish that off. But hey, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I had to change colors. I had 3 balls of this, I guess it's Oasis. 3 balls did not cover this. So if you need to make this project, you will need at least 4 balls for this. I haven't decided yet, but I might frog this or rip it out and just go get another ball of this color and just make it all one color. Or I just, I might keep it as is. It has this unique tree vibe for this. So I will have written instructions in the description on how to make this bag. And again, want to thank you for watching and sticking around this long. Alright, so if you did like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video, which will likely be another market bag that I'm working on. Okay, bye now. As you can see, I decided not to frog the colors and just embrace the color as is. Still turned out cute. And also I wanted to note that if you wanted more of a bottom, a single crochet bottom, you can just do a few more rows of that if you want. Okay, so I am off to enjoy my new market bag and take it to the store. Again, thank you for watching.